Most men think understanding a woman requires asking questions. In reality, women reveal far more without saying a single word. Her body, silence, reactions, and timing communicate things her mouth never will. The mistake most men make is listening only to words while ignoring patterns. For example, when a woman feels safe with you, her body relaxes before her words soften. Her shoulders drop, her breathing slows. She stops guarding her personal space. This isn't attraction yet, this is comfort, and comfort always comes before desire. Another silent signal most men miss is orientation. When a woman is emotionally engaged, her feet and torso naturally angle toward you, even when her face is turned away. If her body faces you but her words feel neutral, trust the body. Words lie to protect feelings. The body doesn't. Pay attention to how she reacts when you stop talking. If silence feels awkward, she isn't connected yet. If silence feels natural and she stays, she's mentally present. This is where most men sabotage themselves. They rush to fill silence, thinking attraction is built through more words. In truth, attraction grows when she feels emotionally seen without explanation. Here's something subtle but powerful. When a woman mirrors your movements unconsciously, touching her face when you do, adjusting posture after you shift, it means her subconscious is syncing with yours. This isn't manipulation, it's alignment. If you're noticing these patterns and realizing how much you've missed before, this channel focuses on understanding human behavior without games. You'll want to stay connected. One of the deepest unspoken signals is how she reacts to your emotional state. When a woman is truly tuned into you, she doesn't just respond to what you say, she responds to how you feel. If your energy drops and she softens her tone, if you become serious and she becomes attentive, if you pull back slightly and she leans in emotionally, that's not coincidence, that's awareness. Women who aren't invested stay emotionally flat. Women who care adjust. Another powerful silent language most men misunderstand is testing through behavior, not words. She may delay replies. She may change plans last minute. She may disagree lightly on purpose. She's not being difficult. She's observing how you regulate yourself. Do you become reactive? Do you chase reassurance? Or do you stay calm, grounded, and consistent? Her body will reveal the result before her words do. If she relaxes after the test, attraction increased. If she stiffens, looks away more, or becomes guarded, interest dropped. Watch her eyes, not her lips. When a woman feels emotionally safe, her eye contact becomes slower, softer, and more deliberate. Not staring, not avoiding, balanced. Rapid blinking, darting glances, or forced eye contact often signal inner conflict, not attraction. Here's a critical truth few men hear. Women listen with their nervous system. If your presence calms her, she associates you with safety. If your presence pressures her, she associates you with stress, even if you're doing everything right. That's why confidence without aggression is magnetic, and calm without passivity is rare. If this perspective is shifting how you see women, not as puzzles but as patterns, that's exactly what this channel is built for. Another silent layer most men completely overlook is how her body positions itself when words are unnecessary. When a woman feels connected, her body will unconsciously open toward you, feet angled in your direction, shoulders relaxed, not squared defensively, hands visible, movements slower and more fluid. This isn't flirting, it's comfort. If she turns her body away but keeps talking, she's being polite. If she turns toward you and speaks less, she's present. Pay attention to micro-movements. When you speak, does she lean in slightly before responding? Does she mirror your posture without realizing it? Does her breathing slow when you're near? These are not learned behaviors, they're nervous system responses. Another powerful signal lies in how she reacts to silence. Most men rush to fill quiet moments. Women who feel safe don't need noise. If a pause happens and she stays relaxed, if she holds eye contact or gives a soft half smile instead of looking at her phone, that silence is connection. Discomfort with silence usually means uncertainty, not necessarily rejection, but lack of grounding. Here's a subtle truth. Women read self-control as emotional strength. When she shares something personal and you don't interrupt, when she tests you lightly and you don't over-explain, when you listen without trying to fix, her body notices. Her posture softens. Her voice lowers. Her movements slow. That's trust forming. If you're starting to notice these patterns in your own interactions, you're already ahead of most men, and that awareness compounds over time. There's one final layer, the one that explains why women often feel understood by some men and unseen by others without being able to explain it. The final layer is emotional calibration, and this is where most men fail without realizing it. Women don't feel understood because a man talks well. They feel understood when his emotional rhythm matches hers. If she's calm and reflective and you come in loud or rushed, her body pulls away. If she's excited and expressive and you respond flat or distant, the connection breaks. This happens beneath words. A man who understands without words adjusts pace, tone, and presence, not to impress, but to stay aligned. Notice how she tells stories, fast and animated, slow and thoughtful. Matching that energy, not copying gestures, creates safety. Another deep signal, how she releases tension around you. Does she exhale after sitting down? Does she drop her shoulders? Does her jaw unclench when you speak calmly? Those are signs her nervous system trusts you. Here's something rarely said clearly. Women don't bond through logic. They bond through regulation. If being around you makes her feel steadier, clearer, and less guarded, attraction grows quietly and deeply. That's why men who stay grounded during emotional moments become unforgettable. Not dramatic, not reactive, just present. And here's the part most people never tell you. Understanding women without words isn't about techniques. It's about becoming a man whose presence communicates safety, direction, and calm before he ever speaks. If this perspective resonates with you, stay with this channel. We explore human behavior, attraction, and psychology in a grounded, respectful way, especially for men who value depth over noise. You don't need to chase attention. When you understand the unspoken language, connection comes to you.